Alright. I'm gonna do a little rose or flower, some kind of little flower. This is a design. I know we do a lot of survival things, but this isn't having anything to do with survival. But I want to do it anyway just to show you, because it's a lot of techniques. If you learn all these techniques, then you become a better blacksmith, because you're doing forge welding, you're shaping, you're bending metal, you're cutting metal, everything. So it's all the techniques it takes to be a blacksmith. So if you can learn how to do this, then you can pretty much learn how to do everything when it comes to blacksmithing. If you can make a good flower, then you can pretty much do anything else. Alright, I got a piece that I can divide it, and basically I'm just gonna kind of freehand. I'm gonna kind of like draw a little flower petal, 5 petals on it. Alright, so you just kind of draw some kind of shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, because no flower is perfect. So cut it out. You just kind of got to get close, because I'm going to hammer out most of the shape. And now I got my little flower. I'm just going to cut out the petals, kind of like construction paper or something. I'm gonna polish you out. Alright. I cut me out these 2 little patterns here. And I'm gonna hammer out the ends of it, just to give it a little texture of some kind. For a big flower, you're gonna want about 5 petals or so. But this is a small one. It's just for demonstrations. Oh Lord, it's like a ring. This is my new ammo. I never even used it. It's the first time I'm using it. I never heard of it. It's like I got a ring to it. I'm taking my ball peen hammer. I'm just going to hammer out the edge of the petals and kind of spread out just the tip, so the center I'm going to leave thick. And I have to put some silicone under there. If you have an ammo that makes a lot of ringing, put you some silicone underneath it and put your ammo on top of it, dead in it. I'm probably gonna have to do that, because this ring is gonna make me go deaf. My last ammo was cast iron, so it was a soft metal, so it didn't make no noise. Alright, it's been raining for a couple of days and it got real cold. It's about 20-something degrees right now. In the process of it being raining for a couple of days, I lost my flower petals, so I made some new ones. I'm just basically redoing the same thing I did last week. I'm just going to hammer out the petals. Oh, I put some corking underneath my anvil. So it's not so noisy. I can tell the big difference. I was going to slap nuts. Just put a little cork underneath the anvil and stick it down. It absorbs that ringing. And basically I'm just thinning out the petals, the ends of the petals. The inside are really thick, but the ends, very ends of them, I'll thin them out. There you go. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna forge weld a little stem on there for some leaves. I gotta get it to like an orange heat. I gotta heat up to like a bright orange. I did a video on the forge welding before, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail on forge welding itself. Oh Lord, I got it hot. Got hotter than I wanted. We'll see what happens. I kind of burned the metal a little bit. When you see sparks flying off of it, you pretty much burned it. And it's hard to get in the forge weld once you do that. Put on a slow heat. Go slow. Alright, let's see what we got right here. See, it's welded right now. I'm just gonna cut it and flip it as a stem, and I'm gonna do like a flower or something. I don't know yet. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. Alright, that little oval shape I made, I can just cut it. And this right here is going to be like a little leaf. And this is going to be the top of the flower, but I'm just going to work it all out. Make sure you're not getting lost. I'm just going to place, I'm just thinning it out so that I can fit everything together right now. You see I'm working it thinner and thinner. I'm going to put a flower on one and a leaf on the other. So basically that's it for now. Alright. Normally, when you're doing big flowers and stuff, you take the leaves and you forge weld the leaves to the stem. Because since it's such a small flower, I went ahead and cut a little leaf shape out of the metal. I'm just going to stick it on there. I'm going to show you what I got up close. Let me see if I can get the camera up close. You see I have to split the metal in half. I'm going to stick these leaves in there. I'm just going to pinch it close. And once I pinch it close, I'm going to forge weld it all together. And it's going to look like a leaf and stem and stuff. For small leaves, that's about basically all you can do, because if you forge weld and try to stick them together, you usually melt them or burn them or causes problems. So that's about the easiest way to do it on a small flower and small leaf. I just need to widen up the split. Right now I'm forge welding that leaf on. I had two, but it looked too cluttered, so I just left one. This is part of a handle. You don't want too many things sticking in your hand. Put a little borax on there. Now it's got to heat up to a white heat, forging heat. I go real slow with it. Going blind, you look at the fire. Seeing polka dots. Ooh, Lord, I can't see nothing. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a little leaf. Now I'm going to put a little flower on the end. Gotta clean this off. Got all that flux on there. Yeah, flux solder and all that. Alright, now we'll do the flower on top. Alright, I got my little flower. I took my I got 3 petals instead of 2. and I put my 3 little petals on there. I got this little piece of this metal. Really, it's just this metal sticking up. I got this little piece right here sticking out. I'll take a little hammer and just kind of bend it if I can. And basically, it's gonna make like a little rivet on top. Is what it is. Oh, it's a little warm. Alright, let me get a little punch. Okay. Oh. And basically this is just a little punch. It's just to control the riveting of it. Alright, give me a little ball peen hammer to help me move it. Alright. Give you a little close up what's going on. You gotta zoom out. Alright, so it's 3 little petals. And I just rivet that little end over. And now I'm gonna have to shape the petals. I'm gonna put it in the forge. Heat the whole thing up and just shape all the petals from the inside coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and polish it out and do that. And we'll heat it up and bring it right here. And start shaping the petals. Do a little zoom. Alright. I'm going to start from the center. Just kind of bend it up. I like to overlap them. I'm having a hard time with this one. Metal's starting to cool off. I'll give me some new pliers. These ain't working too good. Let me pause that one. Heat it up and keep on working it. Oh, broke the metal. Hold on, let me fix this. Alright. Like we went down to 2 petals. That's alright though. Don't want it too complicated. more or less I'm just pulling them in until I get the shape that I want. There's no right way or wrong way, to be honest with you. It's already looking like a flower. Pause you out. Always gotta do a little snuggie. When you hit it, that kind of snugs it up. So as you heat it and it cools off, it constantly shrinking and expanding and changing all kind of directions. But I'm kind of liking what it's looking like. Let me just take it closer to the camera instead of moving the camera. Alright, that's the finished flower. This is going to be part of our handle to another little trowel. That's a long shovel for somebody wanted for an oven, a Dutch oven. I just use this as an excuse to show you how to make a flower. If you're doing blacksmithing, I recommend you practice doing this quite often because it's everything you need to learn, from cutting metal to shaping it to forge welding and everything. If you make a flower look kind of halfway decent, then you're pretty much a professional, in my opinion. Alright, I'm going to just make this whole handle and everything. I'm going to show you the finished product. I already done one of these before, so I don't pay to show you all that anymore. Alright, I put a little coat of paint on it. A light coat. That's why it kind of looks wet. Just, sometimes when you make flowers, the petals like to spin around because basically you just rivet it all together. So in the middle, I put like a little dab of glue, just to keep the petals from spinning around in circles. They're never gonna fall off, but sometimes I like to spin because it's a round rivet that's holding it in a round hole. And that's all I got to say. Just keep practicing making them. The more you make them, the better they look, and really, if you practice that, you're practicing everything in blacksmithing, so you become a better blacksmith. Alright, I'm finished. Show you the end result here. A little shovel. I went ahead and put another leaf on it. Alright, I want to tell you a little secret when you come to forge welding flowers. When you forge welding flowers, the smaller it is, the harder it is. See the little leaves? The leaves aren't that thick. They're less than an 1/8 of an inch thick at the stem. And when you forge weld, the metal gets much harder. I mean, much harder. It gets very hard. In fact, you can turn mild steel into high carbon steel if you know what you're doing. So because the steel is much harder than normal, they have a tendency to break mainly the leaves and sometimes the petals. So if you make a flower, a small one like this, and break the leaf, don't feel bad. It's really nothing you did. It's just kind of nature of the metal of what happens. All right.